boys and girls, it's Killer Maxman. Let's get right into the games. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome to NACL, the North American Champion League. I'm your host, Maxman, joined by an unfamiliar face, but someone that maybe a few of you know, and it's your boy, Chuck Norris. Chuck, how are you doing, my man?
Hello, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Max. How are you doing?
I'm doing completely fine. I'm absolutely hyped for this match today. So if you guys do not know, it will be Tribe versus Hammers eSports in a best of 3. So the hype is here. Welcome, everyone. And also, thank you very much to Sully for hosting us before this match took place. So thank you so much for that. We're just going to be ready to enter the draft. We're in the draft phase, and Anchor also is available to get picked, or in this case, banned away. So that one's going to be banned away by the side of Tribe. And yeah, what do you think of Anchor, actually, Chuck, in 3.5 right now?
Well, okay, I think Anka's an interesting pick. I think she can be very powerful if she's allowed to scale in the mid game and get her items early on. But otherwise, I feel like she can also be weak if you know how to play against her and to really like pressure her early game. If she can't get her items up, then she really doesn't have that power at all mid game, and she just ends up being dead weight sometimes. I think it really depends how the team plays her and who she's being played by.
She's definitely a really hard hero to come back when you're behind in your game. So it's a hero that really relies a lot around your lead. But right now, it seems like the draft is blocked at 0 seconds. Extra time. No, it's going to be restarted there. Thank you very much. So yeah, so they ban away Anchor. I think that once again, the meta always relies around Anchor, Kensei, Kinetic. So it wouldn't be surprising to see them get banned or picked by both of these teams. They're on the ban side, so they don't want to leave any OP hero available, but Kinetic was banned away, but unfortunately we know that this is the 3-ban format for the ban phase, so that means that the first pick left available is going to be Kensei for the side of Tribe, and we all know how Kensei can be powerful if you let him get ahead, get that gold, get those 3-4 offensive items, and he's really hard to shut down, so gonna have to see if that's going to get picked up by Tribe, but they're going to go for the surprise pick of Flicker. Yeah, interesting. What do you think is going to happen around that?
Alright, well, I think Flicker, he's a very versatile hero right now. You can play him in, as like support. You can play him in top lane, and you've got your main items with him. You've got Pulse Sweep, you've got Aftershock, and he's got a lot of very high base damage, so he really hits hard with you. He picked up Fortress and Tony next. Max, what do you think about Fortress and Tony?
Well, I like both of them. Like, they're really heroes that really, like, their dive potential is absolutely insane. So picking for that is actually quite nice early on. But that also lets the room for the sort of Tribe to respond with heroes that have a lot of peeling. And talking about peeling, like, Finn has got a lot of CC, he's got a lot of tankiness. So he's going to be able to stand their ground. Well, the side of Tribe are going to be able to stand their ground with that Finn quite firmly against the engagement potential of that Fortress and that Tony. So far, I love what they're doing here. They're going to probably... I think also Lorelei would make a lot of sense if they want to go for that, but they also got the Flicker. They already got the Finn, so I don't think they want another utility type of hero on their side. It might be a little bit of a waste. They do ban away the Celeste for the side of Hammers, just something to... kind of annoying if you are going for that kind of dive comp, because she can be outranged. She can outrange you quite easily if you got a lot of peeling potential, and that is indeed coming out from the side so far of Tribe. So now we're going to have to see what they want to ban next. What would you expect here, Chuck? Oh, okay, they're going for Arden. What do you think of that one?
Arden it is. I think Arden's... Okay, so we already know that Arden is pretty strong in this meta. He's being used as, first of all, he's got fantastic peel, and his ultimate is great at, like, splitting up teams. So overall, I think they banned Arden as a way to take that away from him, because you got Fortress who can be, he's got your Pokken, right? But both Fortress and Tony don't give any direct shielding or any like direct protection, as in like the form of barriers and healing. So by taking that away, if they pick a squishy side on Team B, then they don't have any direct protection. I think it's a good pick. It's a good ban.
Okay. Yeah, so their Hammers, they went for the Scarf. So into a dive comp, it's an interesting hero. Like, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I just it's going to be interesting to play when you're playing with against the Finn, when you're playing also against the Flicker. It's a hero that doesn't have that much escape potential, and when you're getting up against a Reza, you can get harassed quite easily if you can get through that tanky front lane composed out of that Fortress and that Tony. So Scarf, not sure if that's the best pick here, but definitely a hero that can have hit its use and his impact on the game. As I said, I did mention that I think Lorelei here makes a lot of sense for the start of Tribe when you're dealing for the dive potential coming out from Hammers. But though the problem is, how is this Flicker going to get played? Because you have Lorelei. She might even... No, it might actually be a CP Lorelei. We'll have to see, because they have 3 roam potential heroes. So I wouldn't be surprised if one goes into that carry role as a captain hero.
Yeah, okay. I think that's pretty interesting what they did in draft, where they picked a bunch of roam heroes, so you don't really know which hero is playing what position, so you don't know how to really pick against it. Uh, Picked up Baron though. I think Baron's pretty strong bot laner. He skills up incredibly well into late game, but he's again pretty weak early and mid game. But his team fighting potential is also pretty good. So, pretty good pick.
Yeah, I'm thinking of this Baron pick from my good old boy Hell's Devil, so he's going to be happy to check this out. Yeah, Baron is definitely a hero. Early on, mid-game, he's not that impactful of a hero, but late game, when you go for your fully pledged build, you can just burst down targets super easily and stack up on your breaking point if you do build it fairly easily. So yeah, Baron is definitely a hero that they're going to have to put a lot of resources later on in the game to shut him down. But right now, they're going for the Sky, the GF of Baron, so a little bit of a skirmish here going on in this draft phase. And Sky, once again, a hero that's got a lot of mobility, and I think is a hero that's really good when you're dealing Wizard, Tony, and the Fortress. When they're trying to get on those slippery targets, it's going to be very difficult, and then you allow that to be even easier for the Sky to roam around when you have that Lorelei and that Finn just having that much CC potential. It's going to be really hard for the side of Hammers. So right now, this draft, I'm really giving it over to the members of Tribe because it's just a very well thought draft. And then they go for the Grace, last pick.
Absolutely.
Gives it a little bit of extra utility, got a little bit more of that tankiness and dive potential with that Benediction on her A, but is that going to be enough for Hammers? I don't know. What do you think here, Chuck?
I don't know, man. I mean, they have a lot of dive, right? They also have like 2 squishies, and when those heroes go dive in, those 2 squishies will be like left alone. And you've got Reza, and you have Lorelei to give that big barrier to make Reza like temporarily super tanky. I think Tribe kind of have an advantage in this draft right now, definitely, yeah. Okay. Although I must ask, so is Tribe gonna go triple CP? Because they only have Sky, and I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Weapon Power Sky. And then you have Lorelei, Reza, and the Flicker, and Finn. And none of those heroes can really go Weapon Power.
Well, we'll have to see. But anyways, guys, as this draft is now over, we're going to slowly enter the game. So we'll see you guys shortly, right after a message from our sponsors. Hey, welcome back, you guys. We're slowly getting the players into this game, so it'll just be a little extra few seconds. But yeah, so this draft now over. I already put my point of view. Like, I think Tribe have the upper hand in this draft. It's just so well, mounted together.
It's really well thought out.
Yeah, it's really well thought out. Like, you got your offensive carries that are very slippery. Then you got a lot of CC potential coming out from that Lorelei and that Finn that might be a CP Lorelei. Like, we don't know. I think that would make a lot of sense because they don't have that much damage output otherwise on their own. I think that would make sense to go for probably like a top lane Lorelei or even a mid lane CP Lorelei. We'll have to see, but like we don't know. We're not knowing yet. We're just gonna have to wait and get into this game. You guys also in chat, if you want to tell us who you are rooting for after this draft is done, please tell us with a hashtag Tribe or hashtag Hammers. We'd like to have your opinion. And also, just before we're waiting, if you enjoy NACL, the tournaments, and all we're doing, don't hesitate to go check us out on social media. We have a Twitter, we have a Discord, and it's just an easy way for you to stay updated. And yeah, go check us out. Okay, so the players are slowly picking up their heroes, taking a little bit of time here. And yeah, but anyway, with these 2 drafts here, Chuck, what do you think is going to happen during the early game phase? Like, do you think there's a team that's going to really come on top, or is it going to be pretty evened out?
All right, so I'm looking at the heroes right now. So you've got Fortress, Tony. And Scarf, both all the 3 heroes are pretty strong early game. But then you have Baron, and then you have and Baron. I don't know. As I said before, Baron doesn't have that raw damage output of other heroes as early game. So maybe an early game fight would be possible. But if they get an early pick off Baron and they just go on from there, take bot jungle, it would be risky. Then again, I think Tribe has a better early game comp considering how Flicker has a lot of early game damage, and so does Sky.
Yeah,
so
because like also
possibly.
like Finn and Flicker, they have like, you guys might not realize that really right from the start, but these two heroes are the two heroes that have some of the hardest hitting basic attacks early on, so they're really good for securing objectives, securing kills, and the heroes you want to try and go aggressive early on. That's why I also think that it would be a smart move from Tribe to try and jungle invade. Try and probably even go for jungle invade on the enemy's weapon buff in hammers. I think that would make a lot of sense. But yeah, anyway, we are on the rise, ready to go at it. Both teams are slowly going to be going towards the, seems like the mid lane. I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I'm from Europe, guys, so of course European players don't know how to play. So we'll have to see how this first rotation shows up.
All right. Then again, I gotta say about this draft. This is Tribe, and Tribes have always been on their A game when it comes to drafting. I'm like, I think like the first Worlds, for example, like they just on point draft game, and I think they've really kept that on since. Early game skirmish going on. Here we have hammers going in and Tribe.
Trying to go on to Drenani. Drenani driving a little bit too deep there. He's going to go down first blood, going over to Tribe. I love Joseph, going a little bit too low. I love you, Joseph, but unfortunately they don't love you back. He's going to try and take him down right away. Okay, he's going to get the kill there, picking up one. Now he picks up a reverse kill for just going down to Enzo, trying to get away from the grasp of Level and Ali Peterson, but he just can't get away. That's going to be 2 for 2 in terms of kill, going over to both teams, and now the jungle is available for the side of Hammers. They're trying to go for that weapon Trin. Max Green, only man standing there, trying to be a one-man army. Can he steal it away, secure it for his team? I'm not sure, because you're dealing with a Baron and also Grace, so this should be secured. Yeah, will be taken over by Hammers, taken already early on a small lead.
Wow, I think that was really interesting. So we see Tribe engage early on, and I think they lost, but luckily they didn't lose much of their jungle. It was only weapon buff, the range trading. It's still a major loss. It's nothing game changing, like it's not complete drift.
Zelsia, careful your felly though. You have the Benedict. Oh, nice stun coming out there, able to stop the diving from the benediction of that Grace. Drenani got a little bit on the turret there, not able to pick up any kills yet, but we're 2 minutes in, 2-2 in terms of kill, and a small goal lead going to be still going over to the side of Hammers. They were able to also clear up and pick up the CP buff in the enemy jungle of Tribe, so they definitely are invading very aggressively early on, which I didn't expect. I thought that with the Flick and the Finn early on, they would take that lead, but it just happened to be just Hammers coming out on top here.
Just been happening, yeah. So then again, I think one of the most important things right now in 5v5 is like jungle control. I've seen so many games where one team gets control of the enemy jungle's timers and they just like rotate together. So maybe if Hammers is able to pull that off, it could be like a complete, snowball. But possibly, I don't know.
I think most of the heroes that we're seeing right now are heroes that rely on Snowball, like mostly like heroes like Sky and also Baron are heroes that if they get an early lead, their heroes are really hard to shut down. So you want to try and put resources to try and stop them from getting ahead in any way. So we're gonna have to see what they're gonna try and do to pull that off. And above lane, they're trying to do a gank on Dienzio. He pops the flask. Is that gonna be enough? Gets a lot of damage from the Baron. Ooh,
wow.
He's gonna be one crispy Dienzio. He's gonna drop down to Hammers. Hammers, I was like, Tribe, we all know Tribe for being the world champions right now in 3v3 in 2017, but right now it's just Hammers showing up to the party, ready to go ham on these members of Tribe. They're doing a really good job so far, and they once again, like right now the jungle rotations in 3.5, they were made a lot easier. Like jungle timers are 2 minutes for every camp, so they just know what's going on. So Hammers, they're just not giving anything over to Tribe, and they're just denying their entire jungle.
So this is what I was talking about, rotations as a team in an effort to like gank as a team and then also take over jungle. And once that starts happening, it's very hard to like fight back. Of course, you can just like turtle. Then at that point, you're just expecting the enemy to not, become super fed and one-shot you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just checking out the builds real quick here. So we are indeed going to be having Max. You can go for the CP Lorelei. We were a little bit brainstorming about that. So we'll be Kensei. Well, Max Green. If you guys don't know, Kensei is Max Green on the side of Tribe. So he's playing Lorelei. And I think that makes a lot of sense because having like 3 utility/roam heroes doesn't make that much sense. So you're going to have 3 damage dealers on the side of Tribe, and that's going to be helping out a lot, knowing that you're also dealing with a dive comp on the side of Hammers, so they have to go through your fish food, through your water wall. So I think that's a hero that makes a lot of sense when you want to play CP into a dive comp. So that's going to be helping out a lot for the cause of Tribe. But right now we are 4 minutes 30 seconds in, 3-2 to the side of Hammers, with a goal leader of 2,000 going also to the side of the side of Hammers. So that is a leader early on is kind of scary. It's not alarming, but it's like a lead. If you let it grow and grow, you're just going to get shut down super early on. So you want to see Tribe trying to pick up fights in this jungle, trying to avoid jungle invades, as we're seeing once again. Hammers, Ali Peterson, and Arkai going for the gold, just securing everything away. And looks like they might be able to find a fight with Dienzio and his Flicker. There isn't stealth. They do not have the info on him. Gonna get the damage output. Also, make sure he's around the corner. So you might want to be a little bit careful when you are Dienzio trying to pick up these fights, because you might get a little bit out damaged early on, because Sky early is not the best hero, but he's starting to already go for what I seem to be a Sora Blade Breaking Point build-up, which would be a nice build-up here, I think.
Sora Blade Breaking Point is absolutely a great item. It's a combination that allows you to just like stack up stack up really quickly first of all, and then just obliterate the enemy team into damage. But then again, you do have to stack up, so they take you out first, which they probably will try. Then it's just a waste. On the other hand, if you get crit first item, then even though you won't do as much damage after, like later in the team fight, you do a lot more upfront burst damage. So, it's an interesting build.
Arcade just took the weapon buff away from level. Freaking report, guys! Report! Take away his good karma right now. We're going to be like, Hammers were able to steal away the weapon buff off the side of Tribe. Now they're looking for this CP camp, but Ali Peterson, the rotation are absolutely insane. Quibble comes down, can't steal the CP buff away. Gabe Visual running for his bare life. He will be able to escape for now. And Zeosia and Gabe Visual in this mid lane, they're having a really hard time, like, imposing themselves and having the last word in these fights. Are just getting completely crushed at this point in time. And they, as we said, like, these are heroes that rely a lot around lead, and if they're behind, they're going to be super hard. It's going to be super hard for them to come back in this game. But Ghostwing, first Ghostwing in 6 minutes 30 seconds, going to be going over to the side of Alcyon Hammers. And they're slowly going to be trying to widen up this gap with Tribe.
Scarf already has like a 2-level advantage on Excelsior, so really mid lane at this point is going to be really hard for him, especially like a Reza, because he's not ranged. So farming safely is going to be quite a problem for him.
He's going to have a little bit of a hard time, because that lead is indeed something quite annoying. Be careful of Joseph. He's going to get Holy Nova, pops the flask, going to be dived on by this Baron. Barely survives out of that, and now Level takes a turret shot. Escape on his a little bit of win right there. Enzo, I love Joseph trying to secure that. Going to be ult coming down there from the Baron, trying to get the kill onto Isle of Joseph, who already used the flood. They get the Sky. Can he get more? Can he get Isle of Joseph? Doesn't seem like he will be able to get out for now, but still, Hammer's just going absolutely ham on the members of Tribe. Even if you're under turret, you are not safe. Hammers will come hunt you down.
Absolutely. As you can see, Hammer's really using that Flicker to its maximum potential there, using him to dive turret as a team. Because it's all that, when you buy Flicker, not buy Flicker, when you lock in a Flicker, it's not for his B, it's more for his A, because that gives you that massive dive potential. That's why he's so strong currently in the meta. In my opinion. What do you think, Max?
Yeah, he's definitely a hero you have to rely around. Wait, I'm looking at the mid lane. Are they going to be able to pick up that turret? If they pick this 8-minute turret in the mid lane, that's going to be so... Oh, yes, that's going to be going over to Hammers. It gives now so much room over to the members of Hammers to like team fight and go also in these jungle invades and commit a little bit more to that. So that's a huge win for the side of Hammers. Well, 8 minutes in, Crystal Tree going to be respawning. They just know exactly when they're going to be coming back up. Oh, the grab force, of course, going to be taken away. They secure that camp away for the side of Tribe. Now, okay, going to try and get Dragon's Breast barbecue time. That's going to be Reza, burnt to a crisp. You got roasted, kid. Now, Finney's going to try and get away from that pop the fountain, but it's just not going to be enough, unfortunately. That's going to be Gabe Visual dropping down to this Scarf. This, once again, just so far ahead. He's really hard to shut down. He has the Shatter Glass. He has 1,600 gold up his sleeve. He's going to be even more threatening when he decides to go and shop in the near future. They're going for that second turret. That's going to be super fast push for Hammers. That's going to be so nice.
I don't know why Gabe would hook there, because like his team was split up. He had a person top lane, person bot lane. So
I got a fight there coming up. Archaic is fairly low, but he's changing his focus onto Mixi. That's the good thing you want to do, because that is your main carry, and damage up on the side of Hammers. Fortress did also go down. Yen's going to get chased down. Can he get him? He will be going down to Ali Peterson, unfortunately. Also the Baron double kill going over to Reza, and right now Reza is sticking on the good old 2-1. Yeah, just 2 kills for 2, and Flicker ult coming out here.
Even though kills-wise, the game is pretty even. If you look at the goal lead, it's just because, Hammers have kind of had the enemy jungle to themselves at this point. They've been able to level up super fast and just get that massive goal lead. So even though Joseph had that jump on level over there, it's not enough.
Level, you're caught out, kid. Gonna try and get away. The Quib whiz up, but he's not level 8 yet. Doesn't get that stun. Okay, trying to try and save the day. Can he save the day? Level regen with that Super Master Divine Intervention up. Gonna get a 500 heal. And they're turning this fight around. Hammers just dealing with the overconfident side of Tribe. Trying to pick up the kill on the Finn. He's just too slow. You know, Finn, you can't escape any fight right there. Double kill going over to the Scarf. And just like keep applying pressure. And they haven't even started pushing the side lanes. They committed to mid. Now you might want to have us see a little bit of push on the top and mid lane, bot lane, and try and go for the weapon tune. It will be secured by Olaf Joseph there. Nice secure in his camp. We're going to be going once again for the ghosting. They secured the first one. Will this one go down without a fight, or will Dienzo try to get it lucky away? He's going to drive right into this. Dienzo, what are you doing? He doesn't.
I have no idea what he went for that.
Oh my god.
I mean, even if Tribe had gotten that ghosting, I just don't think they had enough. Like, they don't have any advantage right there to push. They have, thanks to the gold disadvantage, like, Hammers has a lot more, you know, item advantage right now. Better items, stronger, higher level. So even if they had gotten ghosting, I don't know if they would have been able to do anything with it.
I'm looking at the build right now, and a build is coming up to me right now, and I found it a little bit weird, is this Baron. Supermask Breaking Point Baron is something very unusual that, like, you see normally the Sorrow Blade Breaking Point double time Monocle build up. I don't know, what do you think of that Serpent Mask on the Baron here?
Well, I think Serpent Mask on Baron is something I actually haven't seen personally, but I think it could work since Baron's attacks are AoE, like Glaives are. If he's in team fights and he's getting those AoE basic attacks in, he's actually going to be healing for quite a lot of health. And he's got Breaking Point, so he really builds up really fast. Not to mention that massive level advantage. So he does a lot of damage.
Oh, in the bot lane, Tienzu, oh, again 1v2s, can he pick it up? Fountain 2, I love Joseph, he's gonna go down! 1v2, Hammers, Dienzio! Dienzio and Olaf Joseph just getting smacked, boy! Just can't do anything there, even against the Baron.
That's the perfect example of why Serpent Mask was picked over Sorrowblade. So if he was picking Sorrowblade, he would have probably killed this guy, then he wouldn't have regen enough to kill off the Flicker. So that's why you'd build Serpent Mask Breaking Point.
Right now, they're going to try and pick up that armory in the top lane. Can they pick it up, though? I'm not sure. He's starting to stack up for Dienzo on his Breaking Point. 10 stacks right now. He's going out. The damage output is insane. Mixi is going to try and get the reverse kill on Dienzo. Can he get it, though, from lane in by this Flicker? He will survive for now, at least, picking up another kill. That's going to be 4 kills, actually, going over to the members of Tribe. This game is still not over, but right now we have a 6,000 goal lead going over to the members of Hammers. And they're definitely having a really hard time. Level, he's there with his Baron. Can he get away? He does have his jump jets available right now, so he could get away fairly easily. I love Joseph. You are Aftershock base, so you can deal with Level fairly well, but now the basic attacks Level, able to dash away once again.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to shut him down, and Level is doing 3-0. He's doing fairly well, and he's not even full build. Like, Baron, this is only early/mid-game Baron. If this game goes any longer in the future, like, he's going to be even harder to shut down, and he's going to hit like a truck.
Yeah, I think that Hammers kind of skills better into late game. Don't you agree? Because they have Baron, they have Tony, and Tony does pretty okay late game, and they also have, you know, Grace, which is one of the she's also skills pretty well into late game. On the other hand, Dienzio, who's playing Skye. Skye is fantastic for snowballing, but if she gets behind like she is right now, she's gonna have a lot of trouble taking out Level.
Yeah, going to be a little bit hardcore there. He has a Sword Blade Breaking Point. Looks like he's going for a Slumbering Husk next. Which makes a lot of sense when you're dealing with this Baron. He's just like, he lost a 1v2, so he must not feel overconfident right now. So he's just trying to build that armor, trying to allow himself to get more time to build up those stacks as the Ghosting goes over to side of Hammers. And do they want to pick up a fight? No, looks like they're going towards the Black Claw. I don't know if that's an objective they want to commit to right now. But I don't think Tribe would be able to pick up a fight. So they're trying to probably bait it out right now. That's going to be an ultimate coming out from a Level. Try and go for the Black Claw there. Kensei, well, Max Green knows what's going on. He's got the fish food available. He's going to try and zone him out. Dienzo is going around the corner. I don't think we want to stay separated as Tribe, especially when you are behind as you are. There's going to be a Flicker coming out. Holy Nova, miss out for Ollie Peterson. Dienzo right in the middle of that. Gets the water. Force a call. Oh, nice one. That's going to get Polite Company. Trying to get the stun, and now he's stacking up. Look at this Breaking Point stacking up for Dienzo. He's getting harassed. He's getting chased down. And that's going to be one dead. Very crispy Dienzo right there. Max Green, one of the last man standing, trying to run away as Flicker just backports the base. And Max Green, he knows what's going on. He's just going to give his life over to this Fortress. And Hammers, we don't need Black Claw to end the game. We just need turrets and armory. So we're just going to go through mid, march through mid, go for your choke point turret, go for your armory. and end this game number 1. But Brunani going fairly low there, trying to get that kill. He will go down to I Love Joseph. Maybe not the game, actually.
Spoken too soon? Question mark?
Oh, damn, okay. I thought they would actually try and end that. Okay, I Love Joseph, he did just running away. I Love Joseph, the furry is scaring us. Leave us alone. But still, a lot of damage coming out from Mixie right there. Going to try and get the root. He does get the root there, but Xelshar overstaying his welcome. Flicker too, as he does go down. They're going to be able to pick up 1 kill on Tribe, and 1 kill so for the side of Hammers. And now they're going to change finally their focus over to this Black Claw, and they're going to try and commit and finish it ASAP.
That's a 7k goal lead by 15 minutes, so wow. I think it's important to point out that this entire goal lead manages thanks to that one early game play.
They're doing the same. They're doing the exact same. Max Green's just getting roasted completely. Can't do anything right there. They're just baiting the entirety of Tribe with this Black Claw. And this is super smart because like they're doing a Black Claw and then like Tribe know that if the Black Claw gets secured, this is game over. So they're trying to pick up a fight, but they can't win the fight because they're so far behind. So this is basically like Tribe are cornered at this point in time. They just don't have much to do to come back.
Yeah, like there at this point there isn't really much. There are no options for Tribe. Black Claw's coming in, so is the entirety of Hammers. Not only are they fed, they have a massive level advantage, and I think their positioning has been slightly better this entire game. If you notice that whenever Hammers fights, they always fight as a team. On the other hand, sometimes when Tribe goes in, they're split.
I'm going to have to cut you off there, unfortunately, Neville. He's going to try and dive in, trying to get the damage out pitch. Looking for Dienzo instead. Dienzo going right in the middle of it. He's diving for it. It's Sky Amini here. Apparently, Mixi's getting 1v1 by Dienzo right now. He's stacking up on his breaking point. Gets the Divine Intervention. 900 heal. Pops the fast 2. Dragon's Breath. Dienzo, will he survive this? I'm not sure, but no, what doesn't survive? It's the Vein Crystal as it gets bursted down. 21 to 10. Game number 1 of this BO3 going over to Hammers, and I was not expecting this. This is a huge upset for Tribe, and I like it.
That was crazy. Wow, that was a very interesting game. Again, it was that one bad early game fight that led to all that happening. So I think that really just goes to show that thanks to the current jungle meta, where if you just take control of jungle, you're pretty much gonna win the game if you know how to take care of the lead, push the advantage, and push the level advantage. Yeah, I think Hammers played that really well.
Yeah, they're doing a really nice game there. I'm just checking out chat real quick. Okay, everything's fine. Yeah, so yeah, game number 1 of this BO3 going over to the side of Hammers. So if Hammers can win this second game, they will be going home 2-0 up against Tribe, and that would be a really big upset. Like, because we know Hammers in VPL, they were in the last standing positions, and Tribe was in the top with TSM. RIP TSM. Like, if now Hammers are able to show up to their play and take the win up against Tribe, that would be absolutely insane. Knowing that also VPL is started up right now, finally, it would be super good also for the confidence of Hammers into this game because they had a really bad preseason. Oh, yeah. It would be so good for them to come back and have a good start in this season of VPL.
Yeah, I think it would say a lot if Hammers just came out and just defeated the world champions today. You know, just a big confidence booster for them. It's going to show everyone that Hammers is a force to be reckoned with, and you know, not just a meme team. Which would never work. Please don't kill me.
Okay, so slowly we're going to try and get the players prepared, and we're going to try and get into draft of this second game as soon as possible. Let's hope it goes to a third game. I think it would be hype to see Tribe come back here, and I want to see what they're going to do draft-wise, because we saw in that first game, like, the draft for me sounded far more superior on the side of Tribe. Unfortunately, they were heroes that relied a lot around their scalability, like trying to get a lead in the game. They just weren't able to find that, and then they just fell behind, and it was just the end after that for Tribe. They were just not able to find an opportunity to come back. They were able to pick up a few kills at some point, but it just wasn't enough to close that gap. So now we're going to have to see how Tribe are going to be willing to respond. But now we are into this draft phase, and we're going to be then having Hammers A-side right off the back, going to be banning away this Kinetic. So we're going to have to see what's going to happen with that Kinetic there, because she's a hero that is, like, once again, the meta is revolving right now around Kinetic, Anchor, and Kensei. Those are heroes that are super good in the meta right now, and we didn't see Kensei at all last game. So we'll have to see if that's going to be changing this game. They do ban away Anchor, so far, mirror banning we had in the second game compared to game number 1. And we're going to see what Hammers are willing to first pick. I think Kensei is still a hero I do want to go on for, because, like, also as Xcandal said, the kit of Kensei right now has his kit does way too much. He's really hard to shut down late game. but they're not going to be going for that. They're going to be going for my boy, Tony, right off the bat. So can be played utility, weapon, top, jungle, can play him a little bit everywhere. So it's a really nice flex pick early on here to try and put the side of Tribe in the dark. And how are they going to respond to this? What do you think is going to happen? Right, they're picking up the Fortress. So are they going to be committing to a fully dive comp here, or what do you think is going to be happening here for Tribe?
I think a dive comp into Tony is interesting because like Tony has his ultimate, which can really screw up a dive comp. You know what I mean? By just like splitting the entire enemy team once they dive in. They're gonna go and pick up Flicker. So Flicker and Fortress are very powerful together because first your entire team dives in, and then your Flicker does like a team-wide slow, or even better, they can have like the entire like invisible dive in. It's a lot of dive potential here from the side of Tribe? Question mark.
I don't know. Like, I find it interesting how they like. I think this is these are like heroes that Tribe have been training on quite a lot. Like this Flicker, I think they focused a lot around it. So I think they just had a bad game and they want to give it another try, which I respect. That's completely fine. But as we know, like they had Fortress on the side of Hammers, and Fortress, the longer it gets the game, the more chances you have of winning because he's got one of the highest win rates right now. I think also with Finn. But Finn was on the side of Tribe, but he just fell completely behind. So this is interesting. They do ban away the Baron. So Hammers, they had the Baron game #1. They just don't want to give it over to Dienzio. Because Baron is a hero that, once again, if he gets a lead, he's really hard to shut down later on in the game. Yeah. I'm talking also about the Kensei. They did ban it away on the side of Tribe here, so it makes a lot of sense in my opinion. They go for the Reza. Like, so far, the draft is extremely meta. I'm not surprised, except for the furry Flicker, but otherwise it's fine. I think is Flicker a thing in NA? Because I'm in Europe and I don't see it picked that often.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in almost all my ranked games, Flicker's either banned away or he's picked and he's played top lane. He's incredibly powerful top lane because he's slapped like a Pulse Weave on him, and he's super tanky. He regens from Pulse Weave, so he can actually take on a lot of enemy carries who play bot lane. Baron he can take on Vox too. So he also has like a lot of like utility. So he's a pretty good hero. I think Flicker is definitely very powerful here in top lane in NA.
Yeah, the Pulsey Flicker meta is actually quite interesting. They do go for the Scarf, so repeat for the side of Hammers. They had a really good game on that Scarf. They're just going to repeat it. It's not banned away. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So just go for it again. They're going to be taking Max Green's Lorelei away. He's going to be going over here on the side of Hammers. So once again, maybe utility, maybe CP. We'll have to see. I think here utility would make a lot of sense compared to CP because you have your Scarf damage output, so you don't really need that more damage to rely on. They ban away the Finn. I dig that. I dig down the side of Hammers. Like, you don't want to put a Finn with a Flicker, with a Fortress, because if a Finn gets into the middle of the fight, gets that polite company, gets that quibble down, it's going to give that much utility to your team. And like when you have a squishy Reza, squishy Sky, and they get that fortified health, and you also got the CC and mobilize the enemy team so they can't move anymore, I think a Finn was definitely a hero that you had to take away. They do ban away the Gwen, now pick up the Vox, so they needed that weapon carry on their side for Hammers. It's going to be the Vox here. Sorry, not squishy, but he is squishy, but like very mobile, very slippery. So I think that's a hero that makes sense against a Reza, Flicker, Fortress, dive comp. I think it's really good to be able to peel for yourself, basically.
Yeah, I think Vox is one of those heroes which is like deceptively tanky. That you think he's squishy, but then he's so slippery that you like just don't do enough damage. So he's one of those heroes. I don't know how to say it.
They do go for the Varia though, so like Varia is something that, once again, I'm an European pleb, so I don't know, but like in Europe, Varia is not focused on all that much. So is that once again something focused on in NA or not?
I do see Varia picked a lot in NA. She's very powerful in mid, especially in solo queue. But I think in pro play too, she's got a lot of potential for AOE damage. But I don't know. She needs time to scale up. And she doesn't have that same damage that she used to. Thank God. Do you like remember?
She was OP. Weapon. Varia.
Yeah, weapon Varia, dude. That was so
days.
dumb. Like she could actually genuinely 1v3. It was release Vox. Do you remember release? Oh.
Okay. Anyways, with the draft now over, guys, we'll be seeing you guys in this second game right after this message of our sponsors. Hey, welcome back. Hope you like that little message from our sponsors. Yeah, so we're ready for this second game. As a reminder, if you did just join this stream right now, Hammers won up against Tribe. Huge upset in that first game, game number 1. And now we're gonna have to see if Tribe are ready to go ham on Hammers, or if Hammers once again are going to be able to just deny completely the comp from Tribe and just go for these jungle invades repeatedly. Like, with this draft now, who do you think is going to have the lead in this game here, Chuck?
Okay, so looking at the draft right now, you know, Hammers they have Tony, they have Scarf, and they have Vox. You know, all those heroes, they're strong at all stages of the game. On the other hand, you have Sky again on the side of Tribe, and it's as last game, Sky is a hero which depends on an early lead. So I think they're gonna try and push for that early game jungle, and if they manage to get that jungle, it's gonna be very hard to shut Tribe down.
Yeah, it's all going to be about that lead once again. So yeah, we are now on the rise for this second game. Hammers once again 1-0 up against Tribe. Gonna have to see if that works out. And I want to see Tribe looking for this early aggression that we saw in game number 1, but like pulling it off right, because they did have a little bit of a struggle doing that in game number 1. But they have the Fortress now up their side and gave everyone that flicker. So those are two heroes that early on are known to be pretty damn aggressive. So I think it's completely to the win conditions of Tribe to go for these jungle invades and these early fights. That's indeed what it seems like they're going for. They're all sticking together right now. They're in a group of 4. You have I Love Joseph just clearing up the vision in the top part of that jungle, and looks like they're looking for jungle invade. They have the flicker. They're looking to scout out, but no, actually they're not. They're going for their own jungle. They're not going to try out anything, which is a bit surprising, I think, with this comp.
Absolutely. I was definitely expecting like a full game, full team invade, but I didn't see anything. I mean, they tried for it, like they grouped up, but they kind of backed out.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised by that actually, but yeah, Tribe now, they're moving a little bit as a team, but look at that sneaky Mixi and Level clearing the entirety of the jungle of Tribe. They're going for it, but now Tribe, finally, they're looking for that invade. They are all still level 1. And they're going to be looking for that. They're going to get sandwiched up, but that's the 3v5 looking up. Drunani going fairly low. He drops down. First blood going over to Tribe. This is a reverse fight of what we had in game number 1. Picking up also another kill on Ali Peterson. Picking up 1, the 2. Picking up maybe 3. I don't think so. But Old School and I Love Joseph, they're very low. Trying to secure that weapon chin for themselves. Are they going to be able to secure it? Yes, they can, but they're all very low. They're looking for that fight now. Trying to get that cooldown up. They find this Tony looking now for Mixi and Level, but can they pick it up? No, as Drunani joins back to 3, picks up 2 kills. Man, Drunani carrying this game entirely, and Tribe. Okay, what? I'm really surprised.
So Old School died to Gold Treant. Sorry, yeah, Old School died to Gold Treant, and then there was just kind of walking the turret. So I think Tribe almost had that, but then I think they overstayed for a little bit. Don't you agree? Because like there was a moment in time where they weren't like 0-3. Yeah,
they overstayed their welcome a little bit there. So at the end of the day, like, you are next to the enemy base. They will respawn early on really fast because the death timers are super short. They just didn't pull that off, like that invade off fast enough, and that was just unfortunately giving over that early game over to Hammers. And they, like, after that invade, Hammers coming out with the 1,000 gold lead. So this early game is completely going over to Hammers, 4-3 also in terms of kills. So Tribe trying to pull something off, but once again, just not able to find that opportunity, not able to make it work out. And Tribe, they just haven't found the recipe right now to shut down Hammers in like when you want to invade them, or also when you get invaded. So it's just Tribe right now. I think they must try and find a game plan to counter Hammers, because they're just getting shut down so far.
I mean, Tribe picked actually a pretty good time to engage at the start, you know, because in the entirety of Hammers was split up because he had Level in the enemy jungle. So they should have, by all accounts, won this like TP attack. They stayed too long.
So screen, they're going to be securing the CP buff for themselves, and they're going to be able to pick up also a kill on the Redder. Game Bizzle going very low. Furry goes down. 2 kills going over to Hammers right now. 6-3. I Love Joseph. Not like, doesn't seem like, I don't know why, but this is just a feeling. I don't know if this is me, but it doesn't seem like they're taking this seriously. Like, yeah. Gabe Bizzle going under turret. I Love Joseph going under turret and stuff. I'm like a little bit surprised by what's going on here. But it might be just a little bit of a mind control game here, just trying to like, give them the comfort. Like, you win in the game, and then we come back and smack you.
Oh yeah, dude, this is secretly all part of Tribe's master plan. They actually meant to die to Gold Tree, and then they're gonna pull it all back later on. Just watch.
So Now we're 4 minutes in, you guys. 2,000 gold lead. No, actually a little bit less. Yeah, 1,500 gold lead going over to the side of Hammers. And once again, they're scaling really well so far. And also in terms of build. So I was talking about how Junani, I thought was going to go for a utility / roam based build. He's going for the CP. So we're going to be seeing 2 CP Lorelei's coming up here. I'm not sure if that's the best. And also you can see Level. And looks like Level on this Vox looks like he's going towards a CP Vox. So I don't know what to really think about that here. What do you think here, Chuck?
CP Vox, CP Vox is actually incredibly strong. I think personally, he's got that crazy teamfight potential where he can just ult once and wipe out half your team. But triple CP I think is become more of a thing since they nerfed defense. You know, like Aegis no longer gives you crazy amounts of shield. Now it's only like 100 shield, even like tier 3. So defense is just not as effective as it used to be. So going triple CP isn't actually, you know, no one.
Sorry, I saw Mixi in the mid there, almost going down. Give his one old school getting lit on fire completely and literally by Mixi. Trying to pick up that kill on Olaf Joseph. His escape route is slowed down.
They're going in.
Oh my god, he just can't get out of that. It's just unfortunately. The problem is here with the draft of with the draft on the side of Tribe is they got a lot of dive and engagement potential. The thing is, if your dive misses, if you fuck up your dive, like how is it going to work out? But right now it's Max Screen. He's getting dived on, pops the blast, but he's already lost his bio right away. Dragon's Breath going to try and roast away old school and Gabe Vizzle. Gabe Vizzle goes down on the turret.
Michi picking that up.
He just couldn't do anything there. Roasted Furry right there. And
I mean,
it's just it's hard for them to come back because as I said, like they have a comp that's not that good from escaping dive. If they dive and they miss their engagement, how are they going to be able to peel away? They don't have the best comp to peel away. It's really hard for them.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you have the perfect dive, but if you're already so far behind the point where the enemy team can take you on anyway, even if you have dive perfectly, then it's going to be very hard for you to win team fight. I think right now Tribe is in that weird spot where their only option to fight, because here's what they have, is to go for all-in dive. They're almost guaranteed to lose at all-in dive, especially when you have Tony and Arden, heroes which are excellent against dive heroes.
Careful there. Ali Peterson uses the Vanguard on himself. Going to get slowed down. I don't think he's going to die here. Going to get gets rooted. Nice job, but no, that's not going to be a kill anyway. Going over to Tribe. But like, I want to talk something about here, right? Is Mixi on his scarf? He's already got this Shadow Glass super fast. And when you look at old school, he doesn't even have his alternating current yet, which looks like that's what he wants to build up first here. Even though he does have enough gold to go and get it, that really shows the Mixi. He's already got to his power spike. Shadow Glass or your first item can be Spellfire or Frostburn or Dragon's Eye is your first power like your power point on Scarf.
Massive damage.
And right now he's already at that point. That's why he's been able to just delete the members of Tribe instantly. He's got 2 kills, 5 assists, and I think right now Tribe, they're trying to pick up fights that they can't really win. So I want to see Tribe just scaling back, trying to get up into the gold league, getting those items up their sleeve, because when you have enemy carries on the enemy team that have already their first item and you are like only with 2 or 3 tier 2 items, you're gonna have a really hard time picking up these fights. But right now in this top part of the jungle, Dienzo going fairly low, trying to escape, trying to peel away. Joseph going in with his Fortress ultimate.
Oh, they're going
Dienzo's gonna dive back in. Bada boom, gonna be unfortunately Tony going down, and Bada boom into his doom. Dienzo is gonna be able to pick up a kill.
Oh, wow.
And Tribe just clearing up
there,
like
in the
very
game.
clean engagement.
That was really good. Tribe stuck together as a team. They engaged like almost perfectly. They focused right heroes, and I don't know what to say. That was just a really good engage by Tribe. Shows that, you know, they're not out of the game yet, even if they did lose early game.
It's the game plan. Like they're trying to say, Hammers, you're owning us, like, you're so good, and then just smack them. And that's what they just did there. They just had the opportunity there out of a 3v5 situation and just picked up a fight. And what do you want to say? It's just a nice game taken out from Tribe. Now they have the vision. That's going to be the Ghost Ring going over to the side of Tribe. Sonic Doom. Sorry, they're waiting for it coming out from level, and now they're picking up the kill, trying to go onto Dienzo. Are they going to be able to pick up that kill? I do think so. EU Treant is right there with an NA. What is that? He's going to be able to lock away his escape route. Now Max Green, he's going to have to be a little bit wary there. Doesn't want to pick a fight right now. Yeah, still extra kill going over to Hammers.
Okay, Level's going to go on to Max.
I want to be a bit careful because he's surrounded by Archaic there. He's going to lose his turret. I think he might go down. He has his ultimate. He's going to be able to use the Nether Form Detonator just in time. Pops the fast suit, trying to escape as fast as possible. He will be able to get away. barely, but now you're going to see the side of Hammers. Really smart move here. They have no one to protect their second ball lane turret, so why not take it down? And that's what they're doing right here.
Max coming back, but it's too late. He's going to just be kind of useless there.
Yeah, able to secure that. Be careful, Old School. We don't want to get caught out there. He's going to be dashing away. So now we are 9 minutes in, 9-7, and still a little 1,000 goal lead going over to Hammers. So not as big as what we had in the early game. You can see slowly Tribe trying to reduce that gap. I think the Ghost Wing and that 3-kill pickup that they had in that top of the jungle
really
helped close that gap. But still right now Hammers in a small lead. There's nothing alarming. They can still come back from the game if they pick up fights in their advantage. That's the only good fight that they had so far. And if they're able to do that again and again, they can come back in this game without too much of a hassle. Right now, just
Max,
trying to push on these lanes. Yeah.
I know that you're like a Tony main, so I'm gonna ask you. I haven't seen Dragon Blood used at all in my games. Do you build Dragon Blood in Tony?
No, I do not go Dragon Blood. It's really a situational item. You can do it on your roam, on your jungler, on a lot of heroes. But right now, I'm just gonna have to cut that conversation off because they have the flicker ult on. They also have the vision, unfortunately, coming out from the members of Hammers. Fortnite coming out, Crucible forced out on the members of Tribe. Taunt, the taunt gets out. Unfortunately, Fortress, the little wolf, he's going down. He's gonna be picked up by the members of Hammers. That's a 4v5. I think Tribe, they're gonna have to surrender over this mid lane turret. They don't have the best comp to deal with the siege potential. They're gonna be going ham on it. Bada boom, bada boom. That's gonna be the barrier completely out of position. This was visual ASMR.
Wow.
Nice job, Hammers. That is some Tony gameplay I want to see. You know, one trick Tony. This makes me happy. This makes me super happy.
That was a really good Tony ult. I don't see many good Tony ults, but that was definitely one. Because like personally, I find the Tony ult pretty hard to land because I'm bad at Tony ult. But that was the perfect execution of one. Using it to separate the enemy team and put him on your side.
So something I'd like to talk about real quick in terms of build is Old School on his Vario. He didn't go for the alternating current first item. He went for the Dragon's Eye. So Dragon's Eye is cool, but when you only have the Dragon's Eye and your hero as squishy as a Vario, I don't think that's really what you want to try and go for. But right now in top lane, they're going to try and push. They will be letting that go away to Ali Pizza and Mixi. But yeah, like, what do you think here of this Dragon's Eye first item for the Vario instead of the alternating current?
Alright, well, I think it may be partly because he's expecting the enemy. He's expecting Hammers to not rush him first. Oh, never mind. But I don't know. I don't know why he would go Dragon's Eye first. And maybe it's because he thinks his stoke potential is more important than his basic attacks right now, or maybe he thinks that he won't be focused down first. But either way, it's an interesting build choice.
Gold Oak right now, going to be maybe secured. Yeah, going to be secured by Genzo, but now he's going to be chased down by Level and Ali Peterson, but the breaking point stacks are growing slowly on Genzo, again harassed. But Ali Peterson, wait for it, comes out, he pops the fast. Is that going to be enough? I'm not sure. What barrage from his coming out? The Gauntlet coming out. Isn't that a little bit overkill, Ali Peterson? And he missed it too. That's not what you're looking for.
Zeo still gets away.
Throws.
Wow.
Hammers more like poggers. What the hell was that? Okay.
I think that Hammers just didn't communicate there properly, and there was like a big problem there between Ally and Level. Level didn't want to go for it. Ally wanted to go for it. Oof. They got stuck in the middle.
Yeah, you're gonna see now Tribe going for this Ghost Wing, and right now the gold lead, like the gold lead was of 1,000. Right now it's of 2,000 to 3,000 going over to Hammers. So the lead is really like fluctuating quite heavily. It's like it's reduced, it's growing, it's a little bit uneven. We don't know really what's going on there.
I think it is both things.
Genzo trying to zone him out. Ghost Wing secured by Tribe right there.
Tribe is really weak right now though, so if Hammers tries to go for a fight.
Max Green. Also for info, if you guys, if you did just join, Kensei on the side of Tribe is a Max Green. And he did just go Shadow Glass, so he's going to have a lot of pure damage output there. But when you see the backlane heroes, you can see Level, Mixi. They're going for also this probably Aegis item coming up, or Slumbering Husk, so he's going to have a hard time like dealing with that. I think you want to go for the Broken Myth ASAP, or you're going to be like becoming irrelevant quite soon as a Reza, so you want to try and get those items out your sleeve, because with 30 minutes in and he's only got 2 items, I think he has to be a little bit more effective on his farming sessions.
Wow. Yeah, Old School's definitely behind on his items. He just hasn't had the gold, and he hasn't had the time to farm, to be honest. Jungle's been taken away a lot by, Hammers, and then on the other hand, mid's been pushed in so much by Hammers too, so it's been quite hard for him to farm. taking those, jungle camps though. So there's that.
Okay, going to be zoned out there by that flare. They're looking to try and find the engagement. Vara is not really into the fray, so you might want to wait if you're looking for that engagement. Blacklaw was on the rise for the past 2 minutes, so I think that might be an objective that will be very reliant for the sort of tribe to come back in this game. It's going to be the ultimate coming out from the Flicker, trying to get that cloak just in time for them. They're going to be crucibled out. Not going to be very useful, unfortunately. Archaic right in the middle with that Dragon's Breath, going to try and burn and roast down members of tribe. They're trying to pick up 1 kill. That's going to be the Flicker going down first. Ultimate coming out from Mac Green with the Nether Form Detonator. Old School going down too. It's just members of tribe dropping down, and also for the side of Hammers. I love Joseph going to try and pick up level. He does pick it up, and now he's just got this Sky. 22 stacks. Tienzo, absolute monster, picks up the double kill. This stack in the Breaking Point Sky is a hero that it's just when you get your Breaking Point stacks, it's so hard to deny Weapon Sky, and they just show you the absolute powerhouse that is Weapon Sky.
And Weapon Sky is also great with Scarf, because Scarf has a lot of trouble landing into any hits on his Sky, because she's, moving around at a speed of sound. So really, there's not a chance. And Sky can also play around Lorelei and like dodge her A's and stuff. So pretty good pick there.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good job so far. So 50 minutes in, 15 to 14 on the kill board for the set of Tribe. So I'm definitely closing the gap because right now they are in this gold lead. They are owning Hammers in that last fight, and they like reduced the gap to nothing. But there's no lead so far. They're going to see the member of Hammers trying to deal with this siege comp coming up. Going to try and engage it. I think they do not have the Reza. Reza doing a very smart split push on his top lane. Nice job going up on Max Green. Going to be able to secure only 1 turret, unfortunately, in this mid lane. Trying to get 2, but not able to find it quite yet. And now you have the side of Hammers. They know the Max Green is not there. He cannot join the fray. So they might be trying to go for the Ghost Ring, but no, they're just not ready to commit. And I think that would have been a good opportunity because they saw Max Green split pushing, and that was an opportunity a little bit lost for the side of Hammers.
Possibly. I think that going for Ghost Ring 2 would have been a good idea. But then, playing devil's advocate here, if they had gone for Ghost Ring, and they had in fact, forced another team fight with Tribe, which would have been likely, and they lost the team fight, it might have been game. So, try to play safe here, try not to do anything unnecessary. Definitely
a block coming out there. Unfortunately, Chris used up right off the bat. They do not have that anymore on the sub Tribe. Trying to engage it. Ali Peterson, he's on the front lane. Does have his Gauntlet available. Barry going to be coming out in the flicker. Oh, 2. Peekaboo, my boy. Gauntlet coming out, going to be able to get the stun.
Oh, beautiful.
Now he's going to try and dive onto the back lane. Carries Badaboom coming out, not doing anything. And Archaic, you just jumped to your doom. Unfortunately, you went down first. But now, instead of Hammers, they're just doing so much damage output. They're just able to stick to the enemies. Old School, you're going to get away, but unfortunately, no, you're going to get smacked down. He's going to be... No. Okay, I thought he was going to...
Oh, he got away on like 1 health.
Old School. He's going to die? No, he's going to go down, unfortunately. To level. They do pick up 3 kills for the sub Hammers. And Ghost Ring is also available. Wasn't secured by Tribe. So that was a really, really nice fight coming out from Hammers. And unfortunately, I think it was just Tribe putting themselves in this choke point area. And when you're dealing with a Scarf, with a Lorelei, with a CP box, you're all packed up. You just got your full damage potential just raining down on the members of Tribe. And I think it was just Tribe being a little bit overconfident in that team fight, and they just shouldn't have picked that position to fight.
I think it's not only that, but after the Crucible got baited out, and then Ally Peterson dropped that Gauntlet. That Gauntlet was really good. It stunned Tribe multiple times. I know that it stunned Old School Dienzio twice. So I think it was just a really bad idea to fight in that Gauntlet. Should have gotten out of there, just disengaged.
Yeah, definitely that's what they should have done. But Tribe right now, they're looking to come back aggressively right there. But maybe they want to do that. Wait for it. Going to be coming out doing a lot of damage there. They're going to be, unfortunately, not able to secure that weapon buff away, were they? No, they were not. Okay, I thought they were able to secure that weapon buff away. It did go over to the side of Hammers. Yeah, 80 minutes in, so this game is a little bit more elongated than we had in game number 1. 3,000 gold lead going now over to the side of Hammers. So the lead is super weird, just reduced to nothing. Then it goes over back to Hammers. Tribe hasn't been in the lead yet whatsoever. It's always been Hammers that was in the lead, or they were super close. And now it's just Tribe, unfortunately, trying to deny them that lead, but they're just having a really hard time doing so because they come back and then the next fight, they just lose it completely. So I think they just have to be a little bit more consistent throughout their game. Now Hammers, they are looking for an opportunity to engage this fight. Flicker, he has his ultimate up and available. Will he be using it up anytime soon? I don't know, but he did, talking about the Flicker, he went Slumbering Husk, Fountain, Crucible. and Journey Boots, which is the build I'm actually pretty surprised on the Flicker. Like, we all know the Pulse Weave Flicker build-up, which normally comes out, and yeah, seeing that build-up is, like, it's cool to see something different, but yeah. But be careful, yeah, Flicker, he did use, he did try and zone him out here, trying to get vision on them, not able to do so quite yet. Lorelei is not in the fight, so you want to see the side of Hammers. They're not looking for an opportunity right now. They know that they're not full team. But Tribe is trying to be a little bit sneaky there. Peekaboo, once again, the ultimate coming out from Flicker. Trying to get that surprise pick, that vision, that the information. That's one above going to be blocked out just in time. Very defensive gauntlet. Nice job going out from Ali Peterson, just able to deny them and zone them away. Tienzo is separated from his team. Maybe not what he wanted to do in terms of positioning. Now they're fixing down this box. He doesn't have his Slumbering Husk. Gets the ultimate out. Badaboom going to reposition I Love Joseph out of bounds. And Tienzo, one man standing 1v4. Can he get it? Can he turn this fight around? I'm not sure. That's one buff twice in the team fight, but Tienzo dropping fairly low. He should be going down. Taunt 2. He's going to get wrecked, my son. Unfortunately. Also, Scarf Mix did go down in that fight. Now you have 2 members alive on the side of Tribe, and that's I Love Joseph and Max Green, and I think they should escape as fast as possible. Max Green, he has his ultimate up in 10 seconds, but he's just going to be dashing away to safety, and now Blacklaw is available, and Hammers, they know what to do. They're going to go for it right away.
Right, really interesting fight going on there. So as you can see, Ali Pearson put down that really super defensive gauntlet to just like stop Tribe's defensive, and I think that was really good gauntlet in my opinion.
Careful, Max Green. Okay, let's get away there. Just want to try playing a little bit with their feet, I think, trying to bite down more than they can chew. They might let that Black Rock over, but now they're starting to slowly get full team. Oh, I thought that was going to get stolen away. It's going to be secured by the members of Hammers, and now nice gauntlet. That's going to be Olaf Joseph just zoned away. He can't get out. Crucible used a little bit too early. He was able to save that Flicker though. Now they're going to try and get that fight. That's going to be Varro just not able to do anything. He has a Dragon's Eye, but if you die instantly, you're not going to stack it up. Why have a Dragon's Eye? Makes no sense. Triple kill going over to the Scarf here. And maybe a Penta? No, he's not going to go for it. They're going to go for the turret instead, but still, triple kill are going over to Hammers. And they have this Black Claw. They're going to go hammer on the choke point turret. And this might be game, and this might be 2-0 going over to Hammers, and this would be an absolutely huge upset, but I'm not going to call it too early. Like, we had that in game number 1, I think it a little bit too early. Taunt does connect, Tienzo going to be in a bad spot. He gets Atlas too. They just put everything. They put so much effort to shut down the enemy. Just can't do anything.
Atlas twice.
Yeah, just super hard for him. Max Green right in the middle of that fight, right in the middle of the fray. Surrounded by foes. Can he get away? I do think so, but he's trying to pick around. But that will be Vayne Crystal going down in favor of Hammers. And this is 2-0 Hammers. I did not expect that going up in this game. This is a happy surprise and a huge upset for Tribe. This is huge for VPL also. Like, Hammers shown up strong against Tribe.
Wow, that was really interesting. Yeah, that was a super fun game. Hammers really showed Tribe that they are definitely something to be scared of. I am surprised.
It's legit. In all this game, it's legit 3 weapon items. There's only 3 weapon items in this entire game. So apparently NA is focused a lot around CP. I see. Like EU is like we can see triple weapons, quad weapons, but NA seems like it's all full CP. But anyway, 2-0 going over to Hammers. Insane game here, you guys. Hope you appreciate it, and yeah, we don't have really much else to say, so we're going to be ending it here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you had a good time. Don't hesitate to go and follow this channel, NA Champions League, if you enjoy. Also check us out on Twitter. We have also a Discord if you want to stay updated with all this cool tournament and all these cool matches. Would be really appreciated. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time.